Good night, Brian. See you tomorrow.
See you, Brian. Thanks for everything, man.
Hey, thanks, guys. Yeah, you too. Have a great one. Great show. Welcome to my show. I'll tell you what. This Ignition show would be way better if they just allowed the videographer to come and sit down here and tell you what. Hey, welcome to Ignition. I'm Ramon Ray. Can't stop talking, but hey, I'm still cool. Hello, my name's Ellis, and I'm also happy to be here. How you doing, Ramon? I'm great, Ellis. Shall we introduce our guest? Yes, I think that'd be a great idea. Oh, it's the videographer, Brian. Well, thank you, guys. I'm Brian. I tape the show, but I never get any recognition. Ellis is always a diva, Ramon's always going on and on about something I can't even understand. Stop it. And Ellis does such a wonderful job. She smiles, and I wish she could just keep that funness, but then that sarcasm gets in there. You are so right, man. High five. My life in a nutshell. So refreshing. That was a great show. Love it.
Hi, and welcome to Ignition. I'm Ellis Friedman.
And I'm Ramon Ray. Ignition is a weekly show where we answer one question that can help you grow your business. Thanks for watching. And if you want to submit your question to be on Ignition, you can email us at blog@infusionsoft.com. So, Ellis,
Ramon.
what is our question of the day?
Question of the day is, I've been running my printing business for 15 years. I have a team of 5 to do sales, marketing, and work. The business is still doing fine, but it's sort of stalled. I don't want to change the core of my business, but I think I need to make some changes because I want this to be a long-term business that my kids can take over one day. How do I keep the core of my business the same while adapting to be more modern?
Alice, why do we get all these difficult questions?
Because people love us.
Wow. Thankfully, we don't have to answer that question. Today we have with us Adrian Miller, who's an expert sales trainer, content marketer, and a number of other things. Adrian, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Adrian. So where would you start with this question?
Wow, you're right. You threw me the most difficult one. Thanks a lot.
We knew you could handle it.
So my first question to that person would be, they said they're stalled. The business is fine, but they said they've stalled. So I'd want to know where they were stalled. I'm thinking when people say they're stalled, it's usually in profit and revenue. Mm-hmm. So when it's profit and revenue, you look at who's generating the sales. So you look at your sales staff very carefully, and if in fact they've plateaued and instead of becoming or being order makers, they're order takers. They're not really being proactive enough at developing sales. In fact, they're really just taking orders from their existing clients.
Is that a slump that happens? This order takers and order makers, is that a slump that happens over time, or is it just hiring the wrong person?
It's a slump that happens over time, and it's also tied to compensation. So you're always getting commission, sales commission, on orders, but not incented to bring in new business. So while it's always important to keep existing business and grow it, you always have to have new coming into your sales funnel. And you can help incent that with a little bit of a change in the compensation plan. Also, in terms of when they said be more modern, printing is a hugely competitive business out there. And you really need to look at what's being done and what's being offered online that people might be availing themselves of versus what people would go to a print shop like this. So where do you add value? Is it specialty printing? Is it package design? Is it wide format? What are you doing for your clients that they can't easily get in one of the shops that tends to deal with more commodity work?
So Adrian, this is very interesting. Order makers and order takers. I mean, does that happen over time? Is it because you hired wrong from the get-go? How does this slump happen between a order maker becoming an order taker? How does that happen?
Right. It can be attributable to the type of person that you hired, but more often it's habits that get developed over time based on you're compensated the same for existing clients and not incented to do harder work, which is required when you bring in new clients. your phone's ringing a lot, or your emails are coming in, and people are bringing in orders to you.
So the business is going on.
The business is going on and it's coming in, but where the problem lies is if one of those clients goes out of business, relocates and decides they don't want to do business with you anymore, all of a sudden they hire someone who has their own pet printer that they bring into the business. So it's a very risky position to be in. So you always need to be nurturing and growing your existing clients, but you absolutely should be looking to fill that sales funnel with new prospects as well. And the company should recognize it by providing incentives for new business, providing with some assistance with list acquisition or where are those prospects, providing training on how to prospect, because some sales reps become kind of lazy and almost incompetent in terms of bringing in new.
It seems like James, his problem could be is that also that he's standing by waiting. That since business is okay, that the slump is happening because he's not proactive in the sales process, is what I'm hearing.
Totally, and the word, the business is okay, but I'm stalled or in a slump is really, it doesn't make sense to me. If you've stalled or you're in a slump, you're not okay.
Right.
Do you think that maybe part of that stall goes back to where he said that he doesn't want to change the core of his business?
Possibly. I mean, but the printing business has changed around him,
Yep.
and there's no way you can be doing things now the way you were doing them 15 years ago and moving forward. I mean, think of where we've come. Digital printing, now 3D printing. Printing has become a commodity online. You can go to any of a zillion sites and order a lot of your marketing materials. So you have to, if you're a specialty printer, you've got to look at product design, wide format, the things that can make you different. And truly, the people in these smaller shops say, what makes us different is our great customer service.
Is that enough?
No, get rid of that.
But everybody says it, Adrian. I don't want to deviate from
because
sales. Everybody says
nobody
customer service.
says, gee, our customer service really stinks. Everyone says their customer service is great. You've got to go over and beyond that. That is fundamental now. That's just like the lowest bar you could be on. If you told me my customer service is exceptional and this is how and why, now it may resonate a little.
That is great advice. Thank you so much.
Thank
Adrian.
you.
Thanks for watching Ignition. And if you want to have your question asked on Ignition, tell us what should they do.
They should email us at blog@infusionsoft.com.
Thank you.